Also, I would kindly request the panelists to take not more than 3 minutes to discuss on the points mentioned in the session. Thank you.
Hello, I am Sunil Chandra. I am aqua farmer and I am a life member of Coastal Society for Aquaculture and Fisheries, ICRCBA. So before entering into the aquaculture, I was into fiberglass boat building and automobile manufacturing. So we ventured into aquaculture 7 years earlier, and we started with recirculating aquaculture system. So we started with a 2-ton system, and later we expanded it to 4-ton. And we made each and everything of our own. Biofilter, squeeze cone, and then drum filter, everything was made by us. Then the challenge was that how to run these things in a proper manner, in a coordinated manner. But we have no idea about it because you don't know what you don't know. आपको पता ही नहीं है कि आपको क्या नहीं पता है, तो आप कैसे ढूंढेंगे उसे? So someone else has to come from outside and tell you about it. So one of my friends, Mr. Ajay Singh from Lucknow, he came to us and he introduced us to a microcontroller called 328P. So we studied it with the help of internet, and then we purchased the necessary components and made our own programmable logic card. We learned Python also, and then we ran our whole system with the help of this software and ran successfully the RA system and produced a very good successful results in Asian sea bass, paku, tilapia and all that. But what we gained from it, that once we started our Aquaculture Guru channel on YouTube, then this innovation reached to many people. But significantly it reached to Mr. Magnani, Mr. Neeraj Magnani, who was the head of one company known as Fount Lab, which was engaged in supervisory control and data acquisition services for industries. Then he contacted me, and then he started a startup company named Aquaculture, and he offered me the post of the CEO. He also had my assistant, Mr. Patil, who is sitting here, and he has received his salary also on 4th July. So just see that when you start something, you will be facing a lot of challenges. Then you have to find your solution also about it. And once you find the solution, see how it will go too far, because everything happens at a particular time. So we have done this in 2019, and in 2024, on July, we got a job of CEO in a new startup company, which is called, which will be engaged in providing this supervisory control and data acquisition services in the aquaculture. So, and one more thing I would like to tell you about that we have also done a lot of research and successful cultures using biofloc technology. And we have recorded at least 14 parameters every day for 18 months. Except for 1 week when I was out of the station, then our staff did everything, but he did not record the data. So once I came back, then I saw that the tan value was around 8 ppm. And the fish were behaving well. They were eating well. There were no sign of stress. Then we were forced to think about how it can be that at the tan level of 8 ppm, the fish are so good. So when we studied further, then we found that the tan is comprises of 2 forms of ammonia. One is toxic ammonia, that is NH3, and another is non-toxic, that is NH4ON. So then the question was that how much toxic ammonia is there in our 8 ppm. Then when we further studied it, then we found that this toxic ammonia level is dependent on pH and temperature of the water. Then we searched more and found one table made by Emerson in 1975 in Canada, and the table showed at one side pH value and other side it was temperature. So the corresponding value for our pH and temperature was 0.006. So once we multiplied it with the tan, it comes out to be 0.0448 around or something. So that was below the toxic level. That's why the fish were behaving so well. So I was just telling these instances that once you face the problem, then you have to search it. As an entrepreneur, you cannot flee from it. But once you flee, then the kahani khatam ho gayi. So you have to search the things, how to go forward, how to find solution, and you have to face the failure with bluntly. You won't be quitting that. So once we saw the table also, then Mr. Emerson was made this table having a 2 degree increments for the temperature and 0.2 value increments for the pH value. So I recalculated the whole table using, because it's simple chemistry, nothing to do with the aquaculture. So now the new table is with me, which has a 1 degree increment with the temperature and 0.1 value for the pH. So I have now more finer control about the toxic ammonia level in our culture. So this way we are continuing, and then we have developed a very clear understanding about our subject, and that's why we were able to do a very good zero water exchange culture of biofloc technology, which others failed to do. So now once we posted these things on YouTube channel, then we found that a lot of calls are coming to us. In last month I have visited 3 aquaculture farms who are using RAS system, and they are not doing well. One is Malegaon, another is Vijayawada, another is Visakhapatnam. They are big RAS farms, say of crores, but they are lacking basic knowledges. As what our other panelists said last time, that people fail to learn. They don't learn, and they do the things by guesswork or so. Because that person who is running 8 crore farm of this rainbow trout running at 14 degrees centigrade, he does not know that the tank consists of 2 forms of ammonia, and he has invested 8 crores of rupees and incurring losses. He was expected to have 40 tons of production after the 8 months of period, and he is getting the production of 900 kgs only. So this is the problem. People do not learn, and they go for the culture and they incur the losses, and then they blame the technology. So for entrepreneurs, I must say that they have to be flexible, they have to be very adaptable to the current market, current scenes of the ever-changing world, and they should have a commitment to provide the exceptional value to the customer. These 2 things are the key for the entrepreneurs, and never say die type of approach. So this is what I have to say to all the students about this entrepreneurship, how to go forward and how to do the best thing in this field. Whatever your field is, no matter, but you have to have this type of commitment to do the best in a very selfless style. Whatever you are doing, they should not be prompted by your selfish interest. So do it in a better way with all the commitments, courage and creativity, all the budding entrepreneurs. Lots of love and my best wishes and fond regards. Thank you very much.